Magic Makers. I'm Mom Virella.
I'm Yukita Cosplay.
And I'm CJ Peterson. Welcome to Magic Making Mischief. Get your wands to the ready because we solemnly swear we're up to no good. And speaking of up to no good, today we have special guest Stephanie Nadolny.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be back. It's been a long time.
Yay. Before we get to Stephanie, though, we have something we need to do first. Ms. Mombi, let me pull it up.
Yes, we have been collaborating with ZombieCon Volume 1, the independent film, and this is the giveaway for 2 digital copies on Apple TV of the movie. So we have had a number of entrances, and we're going to draw 2 names. So drum roll, please.
Are we doing one?
We're doing 2 giveaways, two winners.
Are we doing one first and one at the end?
Yes.
Now.
Let's do the first one now, and we'll do the last one at the end. So you guys stick around to find out if you want.
How I know everybody on this list.
Okay. So here we go. The first one is going to be
drum roll, please.
First giveaway is
Mr. Von Graves himself, the rock and roll nerd, Von Graves.
Huzzah!
Lucky ducky.
So afterwards, to find out who the second one is.
Yay!
Okay, so Ms. Stephanie is with us today. Yay!
Yay! Hello.
Before we start, that we have some comments already rolling in. She's rolling in already. Super Hope says, "Hey ladies, hey Stephanie." Erin says, "Hey everyone, hi Stephanie. It's awesome seeing you at NostalgiaCon."
Oh yay, that was fun in Houston last month. Yep.
J-Dog Party says, "J-Dog in the house."
Hey.
Hi everyone. Hey. So
hello
Stephanie
everybody.
is going to be having a new Dragon Ball Z, if I'm not mistaken. It is Dragon Ball. I can't pronounce that.
Daima?
Dragon Ball Daima. That's a new series. It just came out. Actually, we started on it a year ago because I couldn't say anything, and we could finally talk about it. And I was announced that I had returned as Goku Mini at the New York Comic-Con just over a year ago. And so finally, it was like cat's out of the bag. We can talk about it. Yeah, Toei Japan brought me back. The fans spoke and they listened, and I could not be more grateful.
Yay!
That's awesome.
The comments are like flowing, so I need to get him really quick. J-Dog says, I can't even pronounce that.
I can. Kamehameha!
Oh,
yeah! Good job, Mommy.
Hi. Marissa says hi. John Knight says hi, ladies. Marissa says hi. Trevor says, hey, Goku Mini.
Yay!
Hi, Trevor.
Says, I wish Mamirella was there. I hope to see you again, Stephanie, and I would love to get an autograph and a selfie.
Now, we can make that happen. Yep.
I was there too.
Now,
you was at NostalgiaCon.
Before we jump into this week, we made a special trip down to Texas to wish somebody a specific day, so to speak. So, Stephanie, would you mind lending your voice with us as we sing a special little thing to Ms. Yukita, because it happens to be her birthday this week?
Is it? I love it.
Thank you for joining us as we sing.
Okay.
Happy birthday,
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Yukita. Happy birthday to you.
I love that. I love the lag.
On the podcast with the lag is impossible, but it's fun. So
we're probably over each other because of the signals.
We literally made a video poking fun at Mombi, but
I got a video with Yukita and him saying, "Hey, too bad you're not here," and I'm like, "Man, come on,
which is fun."
Come on."
Yukita. John Watson says happy birthday, Yukita. Super Heavy says that was a hot mess express. But yeah, we totally surprised Yukita. Blew her mind for about an hour, I think. It was fried. But we did, it was Yukita season, so we kind of blew her mind. But thank you for lending your voice, Miss Stephanie.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. I love this time of year, you guys.
My favorite.
Like we've had like a 5 or 6 month summer down here in Dallas Fort Worth, and it's finally, I keep saying I thought it was going to happen last month, but today it was jacket weather. I'm walking my dog more. It's great. It's beautiful. It's my favorite time of year is fall.
We actually are going to be having a freeze up here on Thursday morning. It's our first freeze for you. Yeah.
Getting in the spirit early.
Wow.
They're playing holiday music in the stores already.
What can you tell us about this new Dragon Ball Z?
So the new series is an homage to the legend Akira Toriyama himself, who passed away last year. I think it was the end of March 2024. This was his last project. I don't know if he knew. I don't know much about what his illness was or how things went down, but he was working on Daima the prior year in 2023. The fans just keep wanting more, which is great. And what's cool about it is there's a conspiracy. It's a 20 episode series, and most of the main characters get turned back into children. They're called minis. And so when it all came out, I just kind of stood back, hoping they would call, hoping it would happen, but didn't want to get let down. But they called me and said, come in and read for the role. And I'm sure they had to go through a series of, approval processes and things like that, but probably to make sure I could still do the voice, make sure it's consistent. Thankfully, I've been doing the voice for so long, even at Comic-Cons and appearances and cameos and shout outs. So I've been keeping in practice. So it was great to come in. I got to work with a different director, a different ADR director. The young ones have been coming in and up and comings. So it was a great process. We had great creative energy and chemistry, and I could not be more happy. I wish it was more episodes, but I am not complaining. I'm super happy about it. It's brought some more relevance to me as they call it a celebrity anime. I say anime famous, I guess, but so I've been doing the comms and the appearances, but this kind of brings something new to the table. There's figurines now.
Awesome.
It's been added to Toonami. It was on Crunchyroll Premium for a while. Now it's on regular Crunchyroll. Netflix and Hulu have it in Japanese subtitles. And at some point, we hope that'll, that both will be offered. Because some people are sub people or dub, people all like different things. So some people watch them both. So it's great to be back. We had a great time recording. It flew by. But lately, over the past, I say 5 months or so, we've been working on the video games that coincide with the series itself. There's been Xenoverse 2, Kakarot Legends, and now most recently Sparking Zero. So the games, some of the games have been out for a while, which is something I kind of had to learn. And then they do what they call a DLC, where they update the options for different characters. And so all the minis have been coming in to record, and we do still record one at a time from line to line. But that's been a very interesting process, because that's a whole different thing when you're working on a video game as opposed to it's similar but kind of different. It's in a different studio and everything. So I had another director as well, Damon Mills, for that project. So that's been really fun. And hopefully there'll be more games to come. And I hear through the grapevine there's going to be Funko Pops coming out in January.
Nice.
Year for the minis and all the characters in Daima.
That'll be so cute.
Let me catch up on our these are like ticking.
Our comments are ticking in real quick. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Aaron said he remembers the video that they made literally broke when my father made that video with us. I don't know who he's talking about.
You mean brother?
Nostalgicon?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was your brother.
It probably was Stephanie.
This is maybe.
What else can I say? Marissa says happy birthday, Akita.
Thank you.
John Watson said, what conventions are you looking forward to in 2026? Stephanie.
What am I looking forward to?
What conventions? Yes.
Oh, yes. I am booking a few tentatives for January and February. I'm hoping to get kind of out into some different areas and regions I've not yet been able to venture into, as well as returning to some that I hadn't been to in a while. So it's going to be a big, wild, up and down mix of things, hopefully. I do always try to get to Houston on the regular. and I'm hoping to be there in March. We're going to see, but I've got some prospects out, and again, I'm really excited about the Funko Pops coming out. I can't wait to see what they look like, which forms they're going to decide to utilize, because Goku Mini has 4 forms.
I was going to say, the real question that I think everybody's wondering is, does Goku Mini have a tail?
Goku Mini does have a tail when he goes Super Saiyan 4.
Yes.
And this is a big deal to be Super Saiyan. First of all, Super Saiyan 4 has only existed in Dragon Ball GT, and it was and when Goku, who was turned back into a child on that series, which is kind of an offshoot series. Some people love it. Some people don't really attribute it to Akira's work. It was a different creative process with some different people working on it. But in GT, the Super Saiyan 4 form becomes the adult with the tail. And
nice.
in Daima, in Daima, it's Super Saiyan 4 Mini, Goku Mini, and he does have a tail. So it's pretty exciting.
Nice.
It's a first time thing, and it's really cool. The show is very interesting because it's a new story, and there are some new characters. People kind of got some of the voice actors got shuffled around. There's a couple of cameos, which is cool. It's got a lot of nostalgia, but it also blends the new generation dialogue, different things like you need a PIN code for this or that, which is really fun. So it makes it modern. So if kids or fans that have kids watch it, they can understand what's going on in it. You know, the manga came out 39 years ago, you guys. I didn't even know that till a few years back. The manga actually was released, which is the comic book form. Japanese manga came out in 1984, and then the first Dragon Ball episode aired in Japan in 1986.
Wow.
Oh, I know.
Man, technology's changed a little bit since then. Yeah.
Wow.
I was reading comic books when this was coming out. I was reading Archie and Richie Rich and watching Saturday morning cartoons and stuff. So to think that I'm involved in something that derived so very long ago, it's obviously an honor. And the fact that it's still alive and breathing. And I'm hoping that Akira's right-hand man, executive producer, and his team will, continue the series. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be doing, but I heard there's going to be a big announcement in January. So fingers crossed, we'll see if they do a Daima movie or a Daima part 2. Nobody knows, but that's what's exciting. It's a mystery. It's just been great to work on it, and obviously to see you guys again, and hopefully we'll cross paths again a lot next year.
So Aaron suggests it was nostalgia. Also, I didn't notice the
he meant brother. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, I was wondering, what?
It's like your
Dragon Ball Daima dub is now streaming on Hulu, John Knight said. Also,
Toonami aired it. Yeah,
Houston,
just like the old days. The old Toonami cartoon.
I remember Toonami. Yes, I do.
Aw.
And where can we stream the show other than Crunchyroll?
Hulu, apparently.
All right.
There you go.
I just screamed down the thing. The questions are being answered. That's why you got to kind of get them. They're flowing tonight. So
the Japanese came out first. It always comes out first. That's a Toei thing. We honor that 100%. We followed every deadline, whatever they wanted. We followed right along with it. And hopefully Toonami will air it again, because some people haven't seen it yet. Some people saw it from week to week, but a lot of people like to watch several episodes at once so they can binge and kind of get through as many as they can. So there's some that have been waiting till Dragon Ball Z Super is done, or whatever they're watching, because there's so many animes coming out all the time. A lot of people who have not seen it are really looking forward to seeing it. And I've gotten a really great reception from the fans, and that just means more to me than anything.
Okay, what if someone doesn't have Hulu? Is there another option?
So here's the fun fact. Did you know that Hulu is pretty much owned by Disney Plus? So if you have Disney Plus, you also have Hulu. Same thing with ESPN. They literally are bundled together. And I know this because I have it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes.
Check that out.
To the top on Disney.
I think Hulu's officially a part of it now, but I think the other ones like ESPN are a upgrade, right?
Disney Plus, you have Hulu. Yeah. They're connected.
Wow. Okay.
That's cool.
We just switched from regular Spectrum to another, like a streaming service, so we can actually use it on our phones, and because we travel weekends, and it's a good way to kind of try to hook it up to the TV in whatever hotel we're staying at, and
and just
watched it. Occasionally Saturday. It comes on at midnight on Saturdays, and we watched it a few times while we were traveling, just to see the bumpers and like the little ads before and after that really just made it a whole different unique experience.
So here's a fun fact. John Knight says on August 20, 2026 will mark the 25th anniversary of the Funimation dub of Dragon Ball that aired in Toonami.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm not sure the dates were, but it was one of those things where it was a big deal, so you had to wait a week for the new ones to come out. So, and when it did come out, there were some funny things that happened. So the first time I went Super Saiyan 2, see, we don't know ahead of time what we're going to be working on. We just show up to work, and it's which I think is exciting because it's a mystery and it's fun and it's challenging and it gets me to hyper focus when I get in the booth. But the first time I did the very first Kamehameha wave, the entire floor lost the power. So the electricity went out, and I'd like to think that it was, I'd like to take the credit for that. I really don't know. I think it might have just been a coincidence, but the director was like, okay, well, there you go. Thanks a lot. And I was like, I guess that's a good thing. I mean, maybe I did a really good, like
if you did it right in the middle of a Super Saiyan, all of a sudden the lights go out. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. That was too powerful. My bad.
We were all in the hallway, like, what happened? And they were all kind of pointing at me, like blaming me for it. And I was like, is that good? Is that bad?
Like, man, you thought that was crazy. Watch when I go Super Saiyan.
Right. And so once that got fixed pretty quickly, several months later, it came time to do Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. And that one, when it came out in Japan, the original crashed the Crunchyroll, the whole entire Crunchyroll channel. Because I guess, I don't know if it's just so many people were watching or everybody was really excited.
That makes sense. That does tend to happen. It does. Like whenever there's like a big show that's happening and everybody's trying to watch it at once, the servers can't usually handle that volume of people, so they end up crashing. I know because this also happens with Stranger Things. It will make Netflix crash. It's going to crash.
Things have happened. So. Yeah, so it's I did hear about that. It was just really exciting to get to know what's being released when by just kind of tuning into social media. And that's when I knew it was okay to talk about. I just kind of let the fans do their thing. And anytime somebody announced something, I kind of just went along with it. And that way it all got announced in the right order at the right time. And it was really great to just see the feedback and get such a wide open arms welcome back. Because between recording Goku, young Goku, Kid Goku in GT and starting to record for Daima, 16 years passed. So I don't know if anybody realized that. So to be back after that long and what had happened in my personal life, it was like this big giant, like personal and professional comeback. And the timing, divine timing for sure.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you don't realize the amount of time actually goes by. And it's just
real.
But it just refreshes everything over again.
I was working in music long before voice acting. In fact, what's funny to look back at a lot of my fans and people that are just, ask me questions, they don't realize I'm a singer. So I started out singing in musical theater as a child and then kind of, started getting into more and more of that as I got older. And then once I got into college, I went to college for music and dramatic arts and then got a job in a show band that toured the world.
That was the one that surprised me, is that you were actually in a band that we were listening to for a while there, and I was like, wait, hold on, I gotta look back at our old tapes. Hold on.
Yeah, Vince Vance and the Valiants, featuring the Vivacious Vixens of Rock and Roll, Venus, Violet, and Victoria, and we had several different, band members come in and out over the years. But I started right out of high school, and I think I'd been working with the band 8 years when I got the audition for Dragon Ball Z, which I hadn't heard of. A lot of us hadn't heard of anime in general because it wasn't mainstream. We did know it was an animated feature, and we knew we were going to be dubbing and matching flaps, which was really cool. I'd already been doing some work with Jemmy Toys, and I was also involved with one season of Chuck E. Cheese as Helen the Hen singing voice. They had a different voice for the singer. Yeah, they had a different voice for a singer and the voice. I'm not sure why they do that, but that does actually happen more than
Disney
I think a lot
used
of
to
people
do that
realize.
in some of their movies too. Yeah, that's true.
But The Little Mermaid did both, and that's what was so exciting about Jodie.
Yeah, that was unique. Yeah,
huge fan of the original animated feature. I hope to meet Jodie Benson in somewhere along the way with all of these appearances. I'm hoping she's going to be at the same one I am at some point. And that's really fun, meeting all the different voice actors. And it's kind of like, people say, hey, you're the voice of my childhood, but it's like if I'm at an event where somebody else is the voice of my childhood, that just makes it
Oh my gosh. Oh,
cherry
yes.
on top. Yeah.
Oh, I know our comments are backing up here. Do we have some to go through?
What's your favorite song from Donna Summer?
Oh, how did they know she's my favorite? Somebody's been doing some research.
That's John Knight.
John,
Question, Trevor. Congratulations.
So I love her voice. I'm obsessed. When I heard her sing, I think I was 5, and I was like, instantly my ear was just like, is total ear candy to me, and that's what made me realize I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be in music. I wanted to utilize my voice as my instrument, and that's all I wanted to do. I mean, I've had to work some other jobs in between here and there, which is great experience regardless. But when I'm in a creative space, creating, using my voice, that's where I'm at home, whether it's in the studio, on stage. Vince Vance had a lot of costumes. We did costumes, comedy, skits, dancing. We did full on choreography. Boy, was I in shape. Woo.
wow.
Those were the days. Those were the days. So yeah, so it's just, I just knew, I don't know. I'm just so glad God gave me the talent, because if you don't have the raw talent and the ear and that willingness to learn and take piano and listen to music and learn harmonies, which came naturally, so if you've got something that comes naturally and then you can develop that talent and utilize it and get work doing what you love, then that's like, to me, that's like the American dream,
Literally. I love that for
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite
Yeah.
My favorite song. That's so hard. That's like picking a child, which
I know, right?
I don't have a child, but I'm an anime mom now, so I call myself Anna Mom. My favorite, I know, isn't that cute?
I love you.
I love my
That's
kids. I
awesome.
got them. They're all over the world, you guys, and so that's my way to become a mom, because and I had fur babies, which is also very, very special. But probably my favorite is probably not necessarily one of her biggest hits, because I had all her albums. Every time one would come out, I would beg, for Christmas, can I please get Donna Summer album? And she had a song called Once in a Lifetime. And then she also, back in the 70s, they were doing like these long versions, like the disco version edits, where they're like an extended version of her songs. And she did just a killer version of MacArthur Park, which I thought was her original, but it actually is not. It's a MacArthur Park it came out years before, and she just did a cover of it, and I just loved it. But there's a couple of songs that were extended mixes that were not big hits, but those were my favorite. And so I liked listening to the other songs on the albums, and I became more attached to those because she was also a songwriter. So I liked a lot of the music she wrote and also sang. So, but I feel like she can sing anything. She had gospel, she disco, pop. She even sang like a rock singer in Hot Stuff. If she's like, hot stuff, baby, this evening. She's just, I feel like she could just sing anything.
Well, she just blessed y'all's ears. You're welcome.
I guess the one who did the voice of Ariel is coming to Pasadena, Texas next year.
Oh, I'll be on the lookout.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Marissa's birthday's coming up soon too, actually. Happy birthday to Marissa.
Oh yeah.
Happy Marissa. So we got lots of birthdays in the fall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fall birthdays are the best.
They are. It's just the change of seasons and the autumn leaves. It's just beautiful.
It is. It's my favorite too. Yeah. I wish it was a little cooler here in general, but
apparently it will be if you're in Oklahoma. So
right.
Yeah, right. Frost is crazy.
I grew up in parts of Oklahoma and Kansas.
So we have a little
and we definitely have our share of winters, though. The winter will be here at some point in Texas. It's just usually not for very long.
Right. I would say we usually get,
January,
like 11. I think we get about 9 months of summer, and then like 1 month of spring, 1 month of fall.
You're being generous.
That's right.
You're being generous.
And a half, maybe. Yeah. And then like maybe a month of winter.
Total. 2 weeks of winter.
It's an up and down roller coaster for sure. But
Landing says weather shows mid-40s on Halloween.
I'll believe it when it happens.
Not here. I saw 50s though, like low 50s. High 50s.
First, and Mariah Carey will say it. Yes.
Nah.
Yes. Dude, my husband does that to me every year. He's like, ah. And he's like, look, she's
Oh,
She's defrosted. No.
You know what's funny about that is her song "All I Want for Christmas Is You." The Vince Vance and the Valiants had a big hit of the same title 5 years prior to her releasing hers. It came out in 1989. I was still in high school. It's called "All I Want for Christmas Is You." It's a Christmas blues hit, and it's beautiful. If you guys have a chance to listen to it,
I know there was a Christmas one we used to listen to by the band that was that I don't remember if that was the one where, but yeah, there was one we listened to every Christmas.
It's almost the same lyrics. In fact, they've been to litigation over it and over the fact that the lyrics are almost the same. The melody isn't the same. The title's the same. You can't copyright a title. So that's kind of a fun little trivia fact that Vince Vance and the Valiants had "All I Want for Christmas Is You." I never, I recorded it years later, but mostly recorded, sang it live for live audiences over many, many, many years. But you guys ought to check it out. And it's almost that time of year. It will be on the radio too. It's a pretty big hit. It's the biggest hit for Vince Vance and the Valiants for sure.
It does have similar lyrics. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, they're very similar. It's no doubt she was inspired, or whoever wrote it. The lyrics were definitely inspired by Vince Vance and the Valiants. And you know what's cool about it too is the Vince Vance original. Kelly Clarkson did a version. Leanne Rimes did a version. Sam Kershaw. There's been quite a bit of artists out there who have covered that song. They're all great. They're all unique in their own way, but it's just, I'm really proud of Vince Vance and Troy Powers, who also they co-wrote together. But that's a big thing that a lot of fans don't realize that.
Did they do Christmas Time in Texas? Was that one?
Yes.
That's the one we listen to every year. Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I don't think that was it, but there was one that was, yeah, that makes sense. We had to think about Texas Christmas songs.
Yes, they were recording all of that in 89 and 90, and then I joined the band in summer of 91. So I came in right after all of that. Right after. It's like, yeah, but Vince obviously plays the song at every show. People request it all year long. And
sitting by the fire that follows best. We have new Pops minis at your cons.
Oh, will you have any of the minis Pops at your cons at your table?
As soon as they come out, absolutely. I'm waiting on the word. As soon as I can get a way to order in bulk, or, you know, I know sometimes some came out and I wasn't aware of it, and I would just be out and about and I would see, like, there was one whole Dragon Ball set of Pops, like a second wave that came out last year. They were Goku doing the Kamea wave. The first ones they came out with are Goku on the Nimbus Cloud. And then they also released another round of Pops where there's one with, the most recent is Goku with the Power Pole. And there was a glow in the dark version of it that came out as well. And that one was even harder to find. So I'm seeing a lot of those come through more than anything. But I've been told, and I've heard through the social media, that there are going to be Dragon Ball Daima Pops for all of the characters, the main characters, I'm assuming. I'm excited. I can't wait to see them. But every once in a while, I'll just see some out in the stores, you know, when I'm shopping for Dragon Ball Z merch, and I'll just see one. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have it right now. Or a fan will bring me one, and I'm like, where'd you get this? Where'd you get it? It's like, I love what the fans
say. Have they ever brought one to your table and you're like, I've never seen that before?
Right. Yeah.
That's fun.
I would think they'd have them out for Christmas.
I would like to think, I hope maybe there's some pre-release type stuff. I'm not sure, but as soon as I can get my hands on some, I will definitely have those available at my merch table at Comic-Cons, pop culture events, and comic stores. Yay. Wherever I'll be.
There's three more. We can't only answer the questions, but there's 3 more comments real quick. Hey guys, hi Stephanie, met you at UK a few months ago. It was awesome meeting you. Jeremy says my daughter says hi. John Knight says, Stephanie, do you miss the Funimation?
Unfortunately, we're about out of time, and I still have one more name to draw. So.
Stephanie, you were a treat as always to have. Next week, we will have Lacey Bowen, violinist, coming with us. If you want to learn more about Stephanie, go to stephanienadolny.com. That's Stephanienadolny.com. You can learn more about her and her work. Do not miss it. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
check out the music, the parodies, the jingles. My Halloween song is ready for listen. It's sung like 2 little kids.
Yes.
And I wrote that one. So that one and a Christmas song. Now's the time to check those out on the website.
Yeah.
And if you have a question,
Oh.
just email me there. It comes straight to my email.
There you go.
CJ, can we
Yeah.
add one more name to that real quick? I just realized I missed the Green Kids Adventures. Can we add the Green Kids to that real quick? I'm sorry.
The Green Kids.
Kids.
No, that's
Thank you so much.
Okay. Here we go. One more quick
All right,
spin.
last draw for ZombieCon Volume 1, guys.
Let's see.
Drum roll.
ZombieCon.
Looks like Michelle Holloman.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Michelle. That's awesome. Yay, congratulations. And if y'all have never, if y'all are looking for a spooky season movie, this one's probably PG-13 if I were to give it a rating myself, at least. But it is a cosplayers versus zombies, so definitely check that one out if you have not yet, because it is awesome. And make sure you smash that thumbs up real quick before you go, guys. Share this out because everybody needs to know about Dragon Ball Daima that it's out.
Daima,
And
good job.
I know you can watch it on the Disney Hulu and on Crunchyroll, and I'm sure more will be bringing it out with the dubs soon. So keep an
Give
eye
your
out.
on
social
Tsunami as
friends.
well.
Find out for yourself
And
too.
Tsunami.
Okay.
Is voted best anime and a Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award.
Because
That's
it's true.
awesome.
It is the best.
All right, till
guys.
next time, guys. Mischief managed. Bye. Happy